Alright, everybody, so, today I'm making a Fire Emblem 4 Gen 2 tier list video. I came up with this idea. I thought it would be really fun to make a video on, and so, here it is. So, yeah, looking at this video, you can already see there's going to be, looking at the list, you can already see a lot of hot takes around here. And, before you type your criticisms in the comments, this is not professional opinion, this is objective fact. All right, but seriously, if you guys do have differing opinions from in the comments, it's nice to hear, and there is probably a lot of these that I'm very wrong about, honestly, but yeah, here it is, and I'm gonna go through it. And another thing to note is that I put them the tiers are ordered as well, so this is the best unit in a tier, and this is the worst unit in a tier. So we're gonna go from down all the way up. So in D tier we have Johan. I do not like Johan. I think he is not a good character, and he's also not a good unit. The only thing he has going for him in this game is cav utility, which admittedly is good, but it still is not good on Johan. He has pretty bad growths except for speed, which means absolutely nothing since axes waste so much in genealogy, and he does not have pursuit or any other speed-based proc skills that those can realistically work on. So I put him down here, and yeah, I'm sticking with it. And so C, we have Corporal, and I really like Corporal. Feel bad for putting him down here because he's really nice, but he's a nice character. He's a nice boy, but yeah, he gets put down here mostly because they're just better options than Corporal. You have Sed, Julia, Lana, Nana, and Corporal. He comes late. He has decent growths, but they aren't really enough to outnumber the utility of a lot of these other characters, unfortunately. But and he also does not get Berserk, which is why Charlotte was up a bit higher. But yeah, if you want to use him, you can, because he's a healer, and healers are always good in this game. But yeah, he's just kind of down here, sad. But and next we have Delmood and Tristan. I'm lumping these two together in the same section I'm talking about them because they are realistically pretty similar. There really isn't anything. I have a hard time talking about these guys because there really isn't anything bad about them, but there isn't really anything good enough that I can really feel justified ranking them above literally everyone else on this list. So these guys, they stay down here. They have cav utility. If you like them, go for it. But I couldn't really justify putting them over anything really, and I feel bad. I feel like I should definitely rank them higher, but I can't really do that. Like I said, I don't really have much to talk about besides that. Next we have Jan. Jan is an interesting unit, Troubadour mounted healer, and she is, despite being a Troubadour, she has a terrible magic growth. I think it's like 5 or 10%, and that is really bad. Unlike Nana, she's not going to be using swords too much because no miracle sword, but yeah, you can use her since she comes with the men's staff, which is really good, but yeah, overall she is not a very good unit, but if you like, go for it. C tier, we have Hannibal, who I think is a really fun unit to both use and just in general. He's got a lot of utility with all the different weapons he can wield: swords, axes, lances, and bows. He has really good base stats. He has a 20. He's like 20-22 in both defense and strength, but he is not going to grow at all. He has 10% in like most stats. So yeah, he's not going to be doing much growth. But yeah, the time you get him, he's a really solid wall, but he's not really gonna change from the 20s. And next we have Patty. I think Patty is really nice. But realistically, she is not meant to be used as a frontline or support unit. The only thing that thieves are good for usually in this game is just for the bonk. You steal their gold. You can technically make Patty into a good unit with the right inheritance build and stat items and weaponry, but the amount of setup you have to do is really difficult, and I don't really want to say this, but it's not worth it, kind of. If you like Patty, then you can make her into a good unit, but if you don't like Patty, then you really shouldn't, and that's why I'm putting her in B tier, and I feel bad about that, because Patty is a fun character, and yeah, but yeah, if you give her the right build, she can be good, but if you don't, she's a thief, she does the bonk. In the B tier, we have Charlo. He goes so high in the tier for one reason only, the Berserk. Berserk is a really nice staff. That is only Charlo can get it. Gets it by talking to Hannibal, and Corporal does not get it by talking to Hannibal, unfortunately, which is really good. He has a pretty decent magic growth, which allows him to use it a lot more on a lot more units. And it's just kind of, in general, he's fun to use, but he still isn't the best, which is why I'm ranking him kind of low. Realistically, I should probably put him below Patty, but Berserk, I think, limits it just a little bit more. And next we have Lester. I also really like Lester. He's an interesting unit. He's an Arc Knight, and he's really good if you get a Medale, because Brave Bow, of course. But yeah, I really didn't want to put him down here, but yeah, I don't really think I could put him up front of Aoife, but I definitely feel like I should place him higher, but I feel like I can as well, if that makes sense. But yeah, he's down here. But yeah, if you like him, go for it. He's a fun unit to use. He can turn out really well, but yeah. And then we have Aoife, who I don't know why Aoife started the Aoife archetype, which is meant powerful units with decent growths. But Aoife has decent stats, but his growths are not very good. By genealogy standards, of course, they are just not very. Even by genealogy standards, his growths are not too great. He has the Armor Slayer, which is good in Chapter 6, but realistically, you should be giving your kills to other units. I don't know, that's probably a pitfall. Please don't hurt me, Mecha. But yeah, he's got the Jav, he's got the Armor Slayer, and that's kind of all there is to him. But yeah, he's really good in his first chapter for softening up some of the units, killing some of the bosses, but after that, he kind of falls out in the later chapters, which I think puts him more of a Jagan than an Aoife, which is funny because he literally is Aoife. And next we have Mana. There's probably gonna a lot of people angry about how high I put her, but Mana is just a really solid unit. I think she's a really nice base healer, which is really good. Healers are nice. I don't know. There isn't really much more I can add to that. She's kind of a solid unit. She's got the heal. She's got the on prom promotion. She gets the magic, which I think makes her a nice, fun substitute unit. Should you trade her in for Lana? No, I don't think so. But is she a good unit? Yes, I think so. And B is Dinma, who honestly I'm pretty sure I should have ranked lower, but he gets early Brave Bow, which, to be fair, Lester does get too, if you get her with Medale. But honestly, I feel like I shouldn't put him so high, but I did put him so high. So yeah, I realistically I should change it, but I'm not going to. I don't know. And next we have Tyne. I really like Tyne as a character. She's fun to use. She's a magical nuke, but I personally think that she is not good enough to justify going higher. She is like a piece of wet paper when it comes to taking hits. She gets one shot by a lot of attacks, but in return, with a combination of wrath and just really high magic, she can easily destroy enemies, which is why I'm putting her in the middle, because she cannot take a hit, but she can very easily dish out the damage really good. And then for B tier, we have Nana, who is just a nice unit. Really good Troubadour, still not very good magic stat, I'd give Nana more attention than working on a Tristan inheritance. So you can hypothetically make her magic good, but is it worth it? Maybe. I don't know. People like Nana, so I think it is. But yeah, she doesn't have a great magic growth, but she's mounted. She's got the prayer, and she's got the miracle sword, which makes her really good. And next is a mid. He's honestly probably one of the best substitute units besides all the other ones up here. But yeah, a mid is just a really solid wind mage, the only wind mage in the entire series, which is a nice title to have. He's got nice character. He's got a nice build. Wind magic, it exists. It's better than all the other magic. But yeah, a mid. He's just a really solid unit, and I like him. And next we got Leaf. I honestly feel like I should have ranked Leaf a lot higher. The main reason I didn't was because no legendary weapon, and I feel really bad about that because that's something Leaf is really insecure about in game. But yeah, I think he's can potentially be a really great unit, and honestly, you know what? I've changed my mind. He moves up. There you go, buddy. You deserve it. He's has one of the best promotions in the game. It's really good. He gets pursuit, he gets a mount, he gets literally every weapon in the entire game. But yeah, he's fun to use. I really like him as a character. He's probably my favorite genealogy character. And I really don't feel like ranking him this low. But yeah, in top B tier he stays, I guess. I feel really bad for this. And next we have Femina, who she has Adept, no Pursuit though. She's pretty good. She's got Flyer utility. She's got the Berserk Sword, I think. But yeah, she's good. She got that's really all I have to say. She's Flyer. She's good. You can get her up to a decent level. The only problem is she does not get Pursuit she gets nothing among promotion except for staffs because she already has Adept at base, which means her promotion is not so good, which is sad because I like Femina. Yeah, there isn't really too much I have to say about her, but yeah, she's good. And B is Asaello. This is probably going to be one of the hottest takes I have on this list. Probably the hottest take. He has pretty good base stats, not so great growths. He can snipe a lot of the Thracia Dragonites, which gives him good opportunities to level up. But yeah, he's just kind of an all-around good unit in my opinion. It's probably gonna be really unpopular. I also do like Asaello. That's probably not how you pronounce it though. And I feel like they definitely should give the substitute characters a bit more attention. But yeah, up to A tier, it's where things start getting really good. We have Johalva, who I really like as a character. I think he's a fun character. He's also a really fun unit. He's a warrior and he's a fighter, which is he's got the crab animation, the crab attack animation, which makes him really funny to use. And that's not why I put him in A tier, just so you know. He's really good. He's a really good contender for the Brave Axe. Originally, I was going to say that for Johan, but that would imply that Johan could actually kill the boss, the boss that has it. But Johalva can. He's a great enemy phase tanker, which is nice. He can take a beating. He can give a beating. He's really good for the Brave Axe because I think he's actually the only Brave Axe user in the 2nd gen besides Johan. And once again, I said Johan bad. But yeah, Johalva, he's nice. And next we have Rodolvin, who's another very hot take. Rodolvin and Radney are probably the best substitute characters, besides Lilia and Hawk. But because they have Pursuit, which is really good, they have decent growths, actually, both of them. And I think Radney's design is really nice. And that's not why it probably is honestly why I put her in A tier. But they're both good units in their own right, and they're actually and they can actually fit in pretty well with the main cast. Is Larsa and Ulster better? Yes. Are they still good? Yes. But yeah, I like these two. They're nice, and I would use them. I would definitely I would definitely skip out on the Era ship just to get these guys, which I think is worth it. And next we have Lean. Lean is a fun unit. She cannot attack. All she can do is the dance. I think she can be good with Barrier Blade, but either way, I don't think you should be using Lean to attack. Not a good idea, but she's got the dance utility, so that automatically puts her pretty high up, especially since dancers can do 4 at once and can refresh 4 units at once in this game, leaving maximum utility, which is really good. And next we have Finn. He's really solid. He's not the Ife we deserve, but he's the Ife we needed. He's fun. He's got the Brave Lance. He's got the Iron Lance. He's just a really solid growth and base unit. And he's kind of all you need to protect this squishy boys, Leaf and Nana, in their joining chapter. I like him. He's nice. And then a bit higher, we have Lelia. Lelia is better than Lean because Charm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just take all what I said about Lelia and add the Charm scale, and that's pretty much what Lelia is. Nice character, nice design, I guess. She's fun. She's good to use. And then A, we have Lana, who is just mana, but with great stats, great growths, and you can give her the leg ring, which I did. That's probably gonna be it's probably not a good decision, but I gave her it, so 10 out of 10 would do again. She's just a really great healer. She's not mounted, but like I said, you give her the leg ring, watch her go. She's really fun. She's got a lot of different stats. She's got warp. You can give her mend. You can give her heal. You can just give her a lot of different stuff and watch her go, which is really fun. Next we have Linda, who I think is really cool. I think Linda is a lot better than Tyne. She's got better growths. She's more of a magic nuke too. Yeah, probably gonna get quite a bit of hate for this one, but I stand by my opinion. Linda good, Tyne also good. Yeah, they're both really fun to use units. I just think Linda is a lot better. She also is one of the only substitute characters to have Holy Blood, which I think is really cool, and kind of factors in why I put her in A tier. And next we have Altena, who is our first, I think, besides Corporal, but Corporal is kind of, we don't talk about him. We don't talk about where I put Corporal. Holy weapon user. She gets the Gaia Bolg, which is a fun weapon for fun people. Gives her decent stat buffs. She has decent attack and defense. She gets destroyed by archers and snipers, though, which there are not a lot of, but they do exist, and it's not fun for her to be caught by one of those. She also doesn't have the best speed, and she doesn't have pursuit, but her holy weapon does make up for that, which is why I rated her as the worst of the holy weapon users, but a good unit nonetheless. And she is very serviceable. She's very good. Would recommend. And then in A, we have Fe4. Honestly, I probably should put this man higher, but I do think that Fe is a bit more worthy. He's got a really nice holy weapon. The U-Fel is really great, and I do really like the U-Fel. It's got a nice design. He's got a nice design. He's really good. Unlike Asa Ella was great too, but he's even better with just holy weapon, silver bow, I think, and good growths to top it off. I think Fe4 is just really fun. And next we have Fe, nice Pegasus Knight. She's got flyer utility. She's got good growths, good weapons, and she's really good if you give her the Levin inheritance. I think she's great, and she's just a nice unit. She's got the nice flyer utility, she's got the nice weapon, she's got the nice growth. She's kind of got it all. And last but not least, we have Sealith. I was really pressed on whether I should put him in S tier, A tier, but he has a rough start. Not as rough as Leafs, but he does have a rough start. I would recommend promoting him as quick as possible so that you can get the full buffs out of him. He has really nice growths. He comes with a slim sword. He comes with a silver sword. He's just got nice growths. He's got nice base weapons, and he's got pretty decent base stats. And then at the end of the game is where he really shines. He's got Kanto, a horse. He's got the Tearfing, which is one of the best holy weapons. Makes him a great mage killer. And honestly, I would recommend him if you're going to recruit Yuria at the end of the game. And I would just recommend him in general. Use Sealith. You will not regret it. And then for the bottom S tier, we have Larce and Ulster. Ulster is a bit more of a tank than Larce, but Larce is a bit more speedy. So I do think that Larce is a bit better for stuff like Adept, Astra. And overall, they're both really great units. Larce gets the better inheritance weapons, but Ulster has the dummy thick. So they're both really fun. They're both really great units to use, and I'd use them in pretty much every run. They are better than these two guys, though, mostly just because of better growths, better bases, and better weapons. But all of them are still really great to use. And then a bit higher than them, I have Shannon, mostly because of the Bao Monk, which is really fun. Technically, you can make these two guys use it, but you have to get Hone Ship, which is bad. But yeah, Shannon is really good. He's not going to grow much, but he has great base stats. He has the Balmung. He's got it all. He is the only other person besides maybe Lana that I'd recommend giving the leg ring to. Well, not really. Every unit can benefit from the leg ring, but I think Lana and Shannon benefit from the leg ring the most. But yeah, he's a really fun unit to use. He's really great. He helped me kill Ishtor, which I don't think I would be able to kill without him. But yeah, I do really like him. And then and then after him, we get Ares. Ares is just really great. He's got the holy weapon. He's got the cav utility. He's just really good. He's got a strong start. He's got a strong ending, and he's just really solid. And I like him. So yes. There's not really too much I can say about these lot of great guys. They really don't have too many weaknesses, other than he's not that great with lances. But that just kind of goes to show how good swords are in this game. And then next we have Hawk, who I was kind of worried about rating this high, but I personally think that he deserves it. Great base stats, pretty good growths. He's just really nice. He's not as good as Set, of course. You could probably tell I really like. But yeah, he's nice. Good character, great design, great performance. And then after him, I have Arthur, who is besides Leaf, my favorite character in this game. He's got the Forseti if you give him the Levin ship. But let me let you in on a little secret. That one's dumb. So I go with literally anything else. Usually I go with Azel. I'd go with Azel. But yeah, they're both great, and yeah, he's got Wrath, he's got Pursuit, he's got it all. He's just a really great mage unit, and of course, if you give him the Lex, you can get the the Vantage Wrath combo, which is really fun. And then after him, we got Yuria. 2 words, 1 word, Nosferatu. You get Nosferatu if you recruit Johalva, and like I said before, there's literally no reason why you should be recruiting Johan over here. So you get Nosferatu, which is a great weapon in this game. She has a bit skill in doubling problems, which is kind of weird because she has Pursuit. But yeah, she's really fun to use. She's got great Nosferatu. But yeah, she's really fun. And then at the best, I have Sed, who he has the 4 SETI,